Government cannot create, through some kind of silver bullet, a thriving digital economy.
Government itself needs to be more aggressive and innovative in the way it uses technology.
It's no longer about the government being the sole provider of services.
Being able to engage with the community, your electorate, immediately get real-time feedback as policy changes.
It requires political leadership.
The government cannot create, through some kind of silver bullet, a thriving digital economy. What they can do is try to level the playing field and create a series of conditions that will allow a digital economy to thrive. I think access to internet speeds, to internet itself at a high speed at an affordable rate. I think that access to mobile speeds. I think that you see the kind of ways that mobile technology is trickling down in other parts of the world, in China and India, to even the poorest people. And we have that to a certain extent, but the speeds don't measure up, the costs certainly don't measure up. So the government needs to do something about that to create a more competitive atmosphere.
A lot of people believe that the main thing that we need to get from government is incentives. We need to be doing capital cost allowances and R&D credits and all these kinds of things as kind of marionette type incentives to get people on the ground to actually make investment decisions. And yes, we certainly need that. But those are necessary but not sufficient conditions. First of all, government itself needs to be more aggressive and innovative in the way it uses technology. Because government is not just an example player, but it's a big part of the economy. Healthcare is like 15 or 20% of the economy. The entire government as a whole in Canada is over 40% of the economy. So if government is going to be innovative in its use of technology, it's actually doing so as part of the economy.
And I think they need to be working with venture capitalists to create an environment where people are encouraged to take more risks on smaller things. Because let's remember that, Google, like Microsoft, like all the big tech concerns, started off very small. These are disruptive technologies. We like to talk about them in romantic terms, like they're just wonderful things. We're going to have this information economy. The fact is that when something new comes in, it disrupts old economies. And Canada is very much, our economies have a lot of entrenched players who have a lot of support from the government. And when that happens, it often comes at the expense of those guys in their basement or in their garage.
It needs to be really taking positions on not so much who's going to win and who's going to lose, but how technology can play a transformative effect in various other industries in Ontario and seeding things in specific ways. So through the education system, through awareness building.
I'm really excited about the implication for government with digital technology, being able to engage with the community, your electorate, immediately get real-time feedback as policy changes, but also understand where the needs lie and address them and communicate that you're actually acting on them.
That's the kind of future that government can help us realize if they start to envision themselves in a different role. And that role is not of the creators of public policy, but really the facilitators of public policy and the facilitators of the public good.
Governments have a very important role. If you look at the successful countries and the successful communities, inevitably it's either a mayor that's very interested in it and helps to promote it. Not that they're doing all the funding, but they're providing a leadership and a communications, just a broad promotion. In regional governments, the state is being very much a leader. In Ontario, Premier McGuinty has been very much a leader, trying to promote new jobs, new economy jobs. But we have to do more on the broadband infrastructure. We're promoting initiatives and applications. It requires political leadership. It's not necessarily money. It's promoting it, it's pulling it together, it's organizing it, saying how can we move this forward.